be able to do those things. This was my father speaking to me that night. And then he said to me, a lot of your friends might also get a car gift. A lot of your friends might also get one gift or the other, even a house from their father. Because yes, I had friends who had rich parents. My father was not rich. My father just followed one of our neighbors that their children were sent to federal school. And then my father saw how they behaved. My father said, oh, I think I like the way these children are cultured. I think I like the way they behave. I will send my own children there, no matter the cost. I remember, let me take you a little bit back again. I remember when I was going into primary school for the first time. You know, back then when they used to say, do your hand like this, and then if it doesn't touch your ear, they will say you're not up to the age of going to primary school. That was my case. And then it was a government school back then. So the name of the school, I think, Constitution Crescent, also in Aba. So I wasn't able to be enrolled in that school that time. So my father got so angry. I said, what's the meaning of that? Why would they say because my daughter's hand cannot cross her ear, she will not get to school? Fine. Okay, so what that happened later was that my father now took me. There was a private school that was just around there at Pound Road. They called the school Premier Montessori Private School. That's where it is. So it's not Pound Road, sorry, Scotland. That's the name of the street. I've forgotten the correct address. So my father now went there to enroll me. Do you know, as a matter of fact, when he was enrolling, that school is one of the best. Even till today, is still topping. When I was being enrolled, my father didn't have the complete money. I will tell you people the truth though. He had to go and borrow money to be able to complete and pay the school fees and all of that. Let's leave that story for another day. Let me jump back to the story I was telling you. Now, what happened? My father now said to me, said, because one thing I want you to know in this my story is that my father is someone who likes to give his children the best of life and the best he can afford. That's the story. Now, coming back to the night I came back after my work, after he now said, your friends would get this kind of gift and all of those things, he said, the only thing I have to offer to you, the only thing I have to give to you as your father is this. Guess what my father gave to me? My father brought out a brand new Bible, King James Holy Bible. I wish I still had that Bible with me. I would have shown you. But I know that by the time I go back and sort some of my things, my old stuff, I might be able to find it. That was the thing my father gave to me. My father gave me a Bible that night. And after he gave me that Bible, what he said to me is that everything you need to know in this life, everything that you need to be a better person, everything that you need to succeed in this life is in this Word of God. My father ended our conversation and left the room. My father left the room that night. As he left that room that night, oh my goodness, it was as though that, the sensation I got, I broke down in tears. I cried all night. I cried all night. It was as though that God Himself came down. And I told myself that I was actually heading off for destruction. But one thing is sure, I picked up myself. I picked up my pieces. I picked up my life from where I left it. I made God my strong refuge. Yeah, there are a couple of times when I'll make mistakes. I wouldn't say that I fully devoted my life to Christ. No, it was a gradual process, but it was a turning point for me as a child. It was a turning point for me as a teenager. It was a point that I needed to retrace my step and get into the right track. Today, I've finished my university uh, degree and I went for my service and I'm working. I'll continue this story another time. But then, stay glued, stay focused on my page. Once in a while, as time permits, I'll drop some inspirations, especially about me, life experience, how you can turn your life and become a better person. I had a lot of challenges. I had a lot of experiences that I would share with you that would bring about that turning point. My father saw in me, himself. He needed to put in his spirit. Those things he wasn't able to achieve, he wanted me to achieve them. And to the glory of God, God has been faithful. God has led me through. 2024, 2026, 2016 was a very trying moment.